Milo and whiskey. I grew up on Milo and you can't get it in America, and so first day I walked in here there was Milo on the shelf and I'm like, oh, I'm in heaven. I think whiskey has some elements of design that I really appreciate. It's also, I love the craft that has to go into making it. There's so many hundreds of years put into developing this single taste. The discipline has led to like a product that's just been well user tested. There is so many unknowns, and if you don't feel comfortable with unknowns, you're not open to be curious. And curiosity is intrinsic in a good designer, especially when you're trying to design something that's never been designed before. I make sure that we always have a bottle of whiskey in the cupboard, because that's my contribution to the team's morale. If everyone started bringing in whiskey, the same whiskey I buy, I would be really worried, like really concerned. Diversity is really important. If someone brings in gin, it's like, great, you know, you're adding to the culture. Everyone bring in something different and let's try it. I think a more productive team is a team where people have side hobbies. I ask them to have hobbies and do something other than work. You bring in another perspective, you develop another skill, you feel good. When I interview people to come onto my team, I ensure that this is a quality that they have and are comfortable with, which is an element of risk-taking and being able to enjoy having to learn a new skill and be very open to do that rather than resistant to do it. And I encourage people to learn from failures. If you're not making mistakes, then I'm worried that you're not actually pushing yourself. Since I started working on the edges of new technologies and where they're going, and it requires this flexibility. It requires knowing the process like chords of an instrument, the way you learn. But it's more like jazz in practice, in that you do have to improvise and you do have to adapt with this comfortable feeling of being uncomfortable. You don't create something and it's done. You create something and then you keep creating it. It does not end, but maybe another team takes it over, maybe the community gets involved, maybe the community adds to it.